Hello students, this is Ritvik Dubey, your computer teacher. In today's video class, I will discuss about scope of variables. Okay, so it is also a prerequisite to constructor concept. Okay, let's start. Scope of variables. What does it mean? What is the meaning of scope of variables? It refers to the area of accessibility of variables. Okay, it refers to the area of accessibility of variables. What does it mean? It means from where the variable can be accessed and from where the variable cannot be accessed. Okay, clear? Clear or not? एरिया ऑफ एक्सेसिबिलिटी मींस जावा प्रोग्राम के अंदर वो वेरिएबल अगर कहीं पे डिक्लेयर्ड है तो कहां से उस वेरिएबल को एक्सेस किया जा सकता है और कहां से नहीं किया जा सकता है. दिस इज कॉल्ड एज स्कोप ऑफ वेरिएबल्स. ओके, दिस इज कॉल्ड एज स्कोप ऑफ वेरिएबल्स. Now we will discuss about scope of local variables, scope of static variables, scope of non-static variables. Okay, so now let us discuss about scope of local variables. Scope of local variables, which are also called as method level variables. Local variables can be accessed only from within the body or block of that method within which they are declared. ठीक है? Okay, one thing more. If you have not watched that video class, which video class? Variables and its classification. Then I request all of you to go and watch that video first. Then only you will be understanding this concept. What is the meaning of local variable? What is the meaning of static variable? What is the meaning of non-static variable? In that video class, I have clearly taught. Okay? Listen. So local variables, okay, local variables can be accessed only from within the body or block of that method within which they are declared. Okay? See the example. Public class demo, public static void m1, int x is equal to 10, public static void main string array args, system.out.println x. So in this class, I have defined two methods. The first method is m1 method and the second method is main method. Okay. So variable x has been declared within the body of m1 method. Yes or no? So x is the local variable of m1 method. But we are trying to access x from within the body of which method? From within the body of main method. Okay. So we will get compile time error. We will get compile time error saying cannot find symbol variable x. Why? Because x is the local variable of which method? M1 method. And it cannot be accessed from within the body of main method. ठीक है, तो लोकल वेरिएबल्स को आप कहां से एक्सेस कर सकते हो? उसी मेथड के अंदर से जिस मेथड के अंदर उसको डिक्लेयर किया गया है. व्हेन आई से डिक्लेयर किया गया है, दैट मींस वेरिएबल के पहले डेटा टाइप आपको दिखना चाहिए वहां पे. ठीक है, अगर किसी भी वेरिएबल के पहले अगर डेटा टाइप दिख रहा है तो समझ लो उस वेरिएबल का वहां पे क्या हुआ है? डिक्लेरेशन हुआ है. क्लियर? ओके. Now let us discuss about scope of static variables. Okay, scope of static variables. अब static variables को कहां से एक्सेस कर सकते हैं और कहां से नहीं कर सकते हैं. So scope of static variables, which are also called as class level variables, or we can also call them as class variables. Okay, class level variables or class variables. Static variables can be accessed from within the body of both static methods and non-static methods. मतलब static variables का access, यानी कि static variables को हम लोग कहां से access कर सकते हैं? दोनों मेथड के बॉडी के अंदर से, static methods के बॉडी के अंदर से भी और non-static methods के बॉडी के अंदर से भी. Clear? See this example. Public class demo, static int x is equal to 10. Okay, public void m1 system.out.println x, then public static void main string array args, and then I have written system.out.println x. So within this class, the variable x has been declared outside the body of both these methods. Yes or no? And while declaring this variable, I have used the keyword static. So this is a static variable. Okay, so in this class, I have used one static variable, that is x, and I have defined two methods, m1 method and main method. Now you can see I am accessing the variable x from both m1 method as well as main method. Okay, m1 method is a non-static method because see the head part of m1 method, public void m1. I have not used a static keyword at the method's head part. So what kind of method is m1? m1 is a non-static method. So from within the body of non-static method, I am accessing the variable x directly. Okay, and I'm accessing the variable x also from within the body of the static method. That's why I told you static variables can be accessed directly from within the body of both static methods as well as non-static methods, है ना, दोनों कैटेगरी ऑफ मेथड्स के अंदर से हम लोग स्टैटिक वेरिएबल्स को एक्सेस कर सकते हैं. सो इट इज करेक्ट. ओके, सो दिस इज द स्टैटिक वेरिएबल x, this is the non-static method m1, and this is the static method main method. Okay, and here we are accessing the static variable from within a non-static method, and here we are accessing the static variable from within a static method. Clear? Okay, clear na? Please remember this rule. Then let us discuss about scope of non-static variables. Okay, scope of non-static variables. Non-static variables are also called as, no, this is incorrect. Let me change this. Non-static variables or object level variables. Let me write here OBJECT, object level variables or instance variables. Okay, INSTANC, instance variables. Yes. Now listen. So scope of non-static variables, which are also called as object level variables, which are also called as instance variables. Okay, so non-static variables can be accessed directly from within the body of or block of non-static methods. मतलब non-static variables को आप access कर सकते हो directly non-static methods के अंदर. ठीक है, लेकिन आप लोग non-static variables को directly access नहीं कर सकते हो static methods के body के अंदर से. Okay, in order to access the non-static variables from within the body or block of static methods, we will have to create an object of the corresponding class. That is the class which the non-static variable is the member of. That is the class within which the non-static variable is declared. अब इसका मतलब समझो. चलो एक एग्जांपल देते हैं, आप लोग खुद ही समझ जाओगे इस लाइन का मतलब क्या है. See example, public class demo int x is equal to 10. Now you tell me what kind of variable is x? It's a non-static variable. Why? Why is it a non-static variable? Why not local? Because it is not declared within the body of any method. It is declared directly within the block of class, but outside the block of all the methods. Yes or no? And while declaring x, I have not used the keyword static. That is the reason why I can call x as a non-static variable or object level variable, or we can say instance variable. Okay, so what kind of variable is x here? X is a non-static variable. And then I have defined two methods, m1 method and main method, where m1 method is a non-static method and main method is a static method. Okay, now you can see I'm trying to access the variable x directly from within the body of both the methods. In the first part, I will not get error, but from within the body of main method, I'm trying to access the non-static variable x, I will get compile time error. I will get compile time error saying non-static variable x cannot be referenced from a static context. तो ये चीज आप लोगों को अपने दिमाग में स्टोर करके हमेशा के लिए रख लेना है कि स्टैटिक मेथड के बॉडी के अंदर से एक नॉन स्टैटिक वेरिएबल को डायरेक्टली एक्सेस नहीं किया जा सकता है. Okay, so why we are getting this error? Because x is the non-static variable. Yes or no? X is the non-static variable and we are trying to access it directly from within the body of which method? A static method. Here the main method is what kind of method? Static method. Okay. Now the question arises how to resolve this error. Okay, how to resolve this error? By creating an object of the corresponding class. Okay, see the class. Here x is the non-static variable which has been initialized with the value 10, and then I have defined two methods. The first method is m1 method and the second method is main method, where m1 method is non-static method and main method is the static method. From within the body of m1 method, I have access the variable x directly, but from within the body of main method, I have not accessed the variable x directly. I have created the object of the corresponding class. अरे corresponding class मतलब वही class जिसमें कि x को डिक्लेयर किया गया है, ठीक है, इसलिए मैं corresponding वर्ड का यूज करता हूं. corresponding मतलब वही क्लास, उसी क्लास का, ठीक है. corresponding मतलब उसी क्लास का, associated क्लास का. Okay, so in order to access the variable x, we will have to create the object of the corresponding class. I have created the object demo d is equal to new demo, and then I have used the object d and dot operator in order to access the variable x. Okay, clear? So this is correct. So here we are accessing the variable x upon the object d, Clear? Is this clear? Now let me show all these things to you practically. See, let me open BlueJ. Demo. See, PUBLIC public, CLASS class, DEMO demo, PUBLIC public, STATIC static, VOID void, main or M1. Let me write M1. Public static void M1, and within the body of M1 method, let me declare a variable x and initialize the value, suppose 25. Okay. Let me define another method. Let me take public static void main capital STRING string array space args. Okay. And then let me try to access the variable x. System.out.println x. See, when I say accessing the variable x, it doesn't mean only printing. जब मैं कह रहा हूं कि मैं वेरिएबल x को यहाँ पे एक्सेस कर रहा हूं, इसका मतलब है कि सिर्फ प्रिंट करने के लिए. कोई और कैलकुलेशन करके एक्सप्रेशन में भी हम लोग x को यूज कर सकते हैं. मतलब किसी भी तरीके से x को यूज करना, ओके, किसी भी तरीके से x को यूज करना इज कॉल्ड एज एक्सेसिंग द वेरिएबल x. ठीक है, यहाँ पे मैं प्रिंट करने के लिए x को यूज कर रहा हूं, हो सकता है आप किसी कैलकुलेशन में वेरिएबल x को यूज कर सको. ठीक है, तो ये उसमें प्लीज कंफ्यूज मत होना आप लोग. जब मैं कह रहा हूं कि एक्सेसिंग द वेरिएबल x मतलब सिर्फ प्रिंट करना नहीं होता, उसको किसी भी तरीके से यूज करना है, किसी कैलकुलेशन में यूज करना है ना, मेथड में पास करते समय यूज करना, किसी भी तरीके से उस वेरिएबल को यूज करना इज कॉल्ड एज एक्सेसिंग द वेरिएबल. ओके, हाँ. सो दिस इज पॉसिबल, दिस इज नॉट पॉसिबल. This is not possible. We will get the error cannot find symbol variable x. Okay, we will get compile time error cannot find symbol variable x. Why? Because x is the local variable of M1 method. It can be accessed only from within the body of M1 method. Okay, so if I cut this line and paste it here, so I will get no syntax error. Okay, so local variables can be accessed from within the body of that method within which they are declared. लोकल वेरिएबल्स को हम लोग एक्सेस कर सकते हैं उसी मेथड के अंदर में जिस मेथड के अंदर में उनका डिक्लेरेशन हुआ है. ओके, क्लियर? इज दिस क्लियर? सो दिस वाज ऑल अबाउट द स्कोप ऑफ व्हाट? लोकल वेरिएबल्स. नाउ लेट अस टॉक अबाउट द स्कोप ऑफ स्टैटिक वेरिएबल्स. यस, स्टैटिक वेरिएबल्स. लेट मी डिक्रीज द फॉन्ट साइज. ओके, STATIC static int x is equal to suppose 25. Okay, let me remove this. And let me make the method m1 as a non-static method. Okay, let me copy this line and paste it here. Control V, Control Shift I. Now you can see in this program variable x is the static variable. Yes or no? In this program, variable x is the static variable that has been initialized with the value 25. That has been initialized with the value 25. And I'm trying to access the variable x from both the methods, the non-static method m1 and the static method main. Okay. Now let me compile, no syntax error. That is the reason why I told you that static variables can be accessed from both static and non-static methods, from static and non-static methods. Clear? Static variables को हम लोग दोनों प्रकार के methods के अंदर से access कर सकते हैं, static भी और non-static भी. Now let us discuss about the non-static variable scope of a non-static variable. Now in this case variable x is the non-static variable. क्यों? क्योंकि इसका डिक्लेरेशन जो है किसी मेथड के बॉडी के अंदर नहीं हुआ है, डायरेक्टली क्लास के बॉडी के अंदर हुआ है, ठीक है, और स्टैटिक कीवर्ड का इस्तेमाल मैंने नहीं किया है, इसलिए इसको क्या कहा जाएगा, नॉन स्टैटिक वेरिएबल. ओके, एंड हियर m1 मेथड इज अ नॉन स्टैटिक मेथड एंड मेन मेथड इज अ स्टैटिक मेथड. हियर आई विल गेट एरर. यहाँ पे कोई एरर नहीं आएगा. नॉन स्टैटिक मेथड के अंदर से नॉन स्टैटिक वेरिएबल को डायरेक्टली एक्सेस किया जा सकता है, लेकिन स्टैटिक मेथड के बॉडी के अंदर से क्या नॉन स्टैटिक वेरिएबल को डायरेक्टली एक्सेस. प्लीज फोकस ऑन द वर्ड डायरेक्टली. वी कैन एक्सेस बट नॉट डायरेक्टली. वी विल गेट एरर. व्हाट? we will get the error. Non-static variable x cannot be referenced from a static context. Okay, see the compile time error. No, non-static variable x cannot be referenced from a static context. Now in order to resolve this issue or error, what we will have to do, we will have to create the object of the corresponding class. अब यहाँ पे corresponding class का मतलब क्या है? उसी क्लास का जिस क्लास में x को डिक्लेयर किया गया है, यानी कि डेमो. सो DEMO is equal to new demo, is equal to new demo. Now I can access the variable x by the help of d dot x. Let me compile now. No syntax error. Okay, that is the reason why I told you non-static variables can be directly accessed from within the body of non-static methods. There is no issue. Okay, but in case of what, accessing the non-static variables from within the body of static methods, we will get error if we are accessing it directly. For that, we will have to create the object of the corresponding class, and upon that object, we can access the variable. Is this clear? So this is all about the scope of variables, scope of local variables, scope of static variables, scope of non-static variables. Okay, clear? So thank you so much for watching this video. Bye-bye.